Well, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing a BMW 535i M Series. First, we're going to go over the exterior, then I'm going to give you a little look at the interior, and then finally we're going to go for a test drive. As I'll tell in the video, this car does have a turbocharged 4-cylinder, so it doesn't have the big V8 or the twin turbo 6-cylinder, but we'll see what it's got. All right. As you can see, there's brand new headlights on the 535i. These things look great at night. They really give the car a sporty look. We have the very large M Sport rims and low profile tires. The car does have the ability to see, it has all the bells and whistles. If there's a car next to you, it'll notify you. Look at these brakes. It has some pretty big brakes to slow you down in this vehicle. The rear end looks really nice. It has dual exhaust. The rear tail lights are very sleek looking. Makes the car look very sporty. You can see 530i. I'm gonna open up the trunk here. Has an automatic trunk lift. You can see it has a very nice big trunk. The 5 Series hasn't changed much in that regard. Again, the nice big performance tires. It's a regular old gas cap, not too hard to figure out. Just all in all, a really nice looking vehicle. Also get to see some of the fall colors here in Cleveland with the trees changing. All right, next we're going to take a look at the interior. The interior has beautiful leather seats, heated seats. I think there's 48 adjustments that you can make on that seat. It actually can massage your back also. The BMW steering wheels always look great. They look like you're ready to get into a race car. The shifter is a little bit strange. In the review, you'll see I really had a hard time figuring out how to get this car in drive. It has a real nice screen here. You can use it for showing all the cameras, shows you what music you're listening to, and if you want to use it for directions, but I always use my phone, so I don't know if that's the biggest feature anymore. You can see there's dual climate control, and there's this wood paneling, which is interesting. I doubt that's real, but it's cool. It's got the M badge on the side, and these actually light up at night, which are really nice. I mean, one of the greatest parts of this car is the stereo. This thing jams out. It has amazing stereo. But you can see it has all the bells and whistles. It has the self-driving to an extent. It doesn't work that well. Supposedly you can car can park itself. From other reviews I've seen, that doesn't work that well. But it does have all the technology where it shows you on the dash how fast you're going. You can control everything from the steering wheel. And it does have the cool M steering wheel. So all in all, great interior and a beautiful car. All right, so now we're going to take you for a drive in the BMW 535i M. The first strange thing is to start this car. So if you just go, it's easy to start, but then you go put it into gear. Let's say you just are down here and you click in it. When I first got in this car, I didn't know actually how to get it into gear. So it's clicking, trying to go in reverse. It won't let me go in reverse. Well, there's up here, it says to engage gear, unlock this button. So now I'm going to save you a lot of time. You click this button and you can put it into drive. All right, now we're going to go on a test drive. So you can see that we're in downtown Cleveland here. Here's Jacobs Field. And the 535, interesting enough, has a 4-cylinder, turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, which means that it gets really good gas mileage, around 37 highway, 24 city. But you'll see, we'll see if it gets the review of a sports car, or is this a family sedan, a refined family sedan. So right now we are at East 14th, and obviously this car has, you can't hear it because it shuts off when you're sitting at a light. And it also has all the bells and whistles of where you can have you can see on the dashboard how fast you're going, and it definitely makes you realize if you're going the speed limit or not, because it's always like right in your face if you're going over the speed limit or under the speed limit. The vehicle has, with the twin turbo, 248 horsepower, twin turbo 4-cylinder, which means, it gets up and goes, but it doesn't have the horsepower of a twin turbo V6 or a V8. But the car is very refined. It has self-parking. The speedometer shows that it goes up to 160 miles an hour, and it redlines at 7,000 RPMs, which means this 4-cylinder has a lot of kick to it once you get in the higher RPMs, and you'll see as we get on the highway here that happen. The car has all kinds of technology. The screen here shows you what channels you're listening to. You can plug it into your iPhone. It has a GPS maps on it. Let's see if we can get on here. So there's a lot of traffic here, and we do have a car that's going very slow in front of us. So I don't think we're going to be able to use the turbos here. Well, I'm going to have to because I need to get over. See downtown there? Downtown Cleveland. There we go. And I am going to try and get this car going, but there is, what time? 2:30, and there's a lot of traffic downtown here. Neat part about Cleveland, you have all the rivers and the old bridges. Of course, the Browns. If you follow football in 2019, the Browns haven't quite showed up for all the PR that they've been giving. So here, we're gonna put this into gear here, and it gets up and going. It has a lot of punch for getting on the highway. It has the different modes, regular mode and sport mode. You could definitely tell the difference in sport mode. The suspension is a lot stiffer, and the shift points are much higher RPM, so you can get going a lot faster. And this thing, where all BMWs shine, is when you're going into a turn. These things ride like they're on rails. They are amazing cars for the ability to have a 5-person sedan and drive like a Corvette. And they're very refined. I'm sure you can't hear much of the road here. It's very quiet. Again, all the bells and whistles every time you go. It has all kinds of cameras around the vehicle. When you go off the road a little bit, the wheel starts making noise. I guess when you're going around turns, the front wheels turn and the back wheels turn a little bit also, to have real precision turns and handling for the BMW 5 Series. All in all, it's a beautiful car. Well, I've already taken a look at the outside. And the seats are great. They have vibrating seats. There's, I think there was 48 different settings for the seat, so you can get it however you want. This vehicle has a rooftop, which is great. Sunroof, a lot of fun. Not for right now in Cleveland. 40-50 degrees. It handled great in the downpour that I was in the other day. And you know, it's a lot of fun to drive, but it does have a high price point. These cars are not cheap. They are a BMW, and with the BMW comes the price tag. The vehicle does have the larger rims, so it handles very well. Like right now, I just checked the speedometer. It's showing me that the speed limit's 60, and I'm going 62 miles an hour, and you can see it in the windshield. That's pretty neat. Both sides of the vehicle have its own controls for heating and cooling, and it has all your different technology and plugs for all your iPhones and cell phones and whatever else you use. So, and one great point is that it's really good on gas. I've driven back and forth about 80 miles round trip twice, and I'm still on 3/4 a tank of gas. Right now it's saying I have 423 miles before empty, and I've driven probably 160 miles on this tank of gas. So, you know, it's a great vehicle. You can see it rides great. It sounds good. If you need to get going, it has great pickup. You're not going to have the grunty V8 or hear the twin turbos from the V6 like some of the other BMWs, the 335i's, the M3s, the M5s, the 540i. But for what it is, it's a great car.